uh-oh, uh-oh, Newsor, what are you doing? Oh, that was fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm apparently killing Newsor. But, oh, it's just so cool. So freaking cool. And yes, I'm wasting fuel that could be spent getting Newsor over to the desert. Okay, I'm done. I was trying camera mode and I was near the mountains and I was like, you know what? Actually, not camera mode. I'm sorry, chase mode. There we go. I think I like auto better, but I saw those mountains and I'm like, you know what? I want to try that. And I was like, you know what? Maybe you'd want to see that. So, okay, I will see you at the desert, like I said before, unless I get distracted again. I just thought this was cool. I'm still in fast forward mode, but like I'm going as fast as the clouds. The clouds are traveling apparently approximately 400 meters per second. And I don't know how high I can go, but apparently 12 kilometers is just fine. So I'm just slowly climbing and seeing how far I can go and how fast I can go. But at least with the air intakes I have right now, I don't see any reason why I can't get up to even maybe 17, 18. I have no idea. I mean, but yeah, I figure the higher we go, the faster we're going to go. And yeah, we're finally catching up to the clouds and passing them. So the clouds are going like over 450. That's just crazy. There's where we landed before, though. But yeah, the engines keep making different sounds. And if I had Kerbal Engineer to look at, I could possibly know what those sounds meant. But anyway, yeah, I don't know exactly where KSC2 is, but I know it's somewhere north of the desert, and that's basically where I'm heading. I'm just going up to this region up here. If all else fails, I will look it up on a map. But I would kind of like to explore a little bit and maybe actually find it. Who knows? Oh, I just left you, and I'm just coming back now. We are at about 17 or so. The air started dropping really fast. So I think that's the farthest, that's the highest we can go, is right around 17. And I kind of wish you could say maintain this position, but apparently you can't. Like, maintain this altitude, I should say. Yeah, I've seen pictures of Kerbal Space Center 2, so I know kind of what the terrain looks like around it. I'm hoping, God, that with those clouds, it like screws up your sight. And we're in trouble. I burned my engines out. Newsor is confident that he can get us going the right direction again. We just gotta pull up here. Yeah. One nice thing about being that high in the air is you do have time to fix your problem. But yeah, anything over 17, you start having problems. So I'm gonna try to keep it under 17. Yeah, I basically just lost all my lift about when I hit 18. See if we're over anything fun. We are not. Reset this experiment. Kerbin's Grasslands. See, I don't know why. Log gravity data. Yeah, we can't log gravity data apparently while we're flying. I guess that makes some bit of sense. And we're cruising over the mountains. We're still in the desert, and I don't know if it's in these mountains near them or what, but I'm just looking around. It looks awesome, that's for sure. I'm liking these mountains up here, though. I'm just keeping my eye on the ground. I figure I'll see it. I mean, I can see the ground scatter, so I should be able to see Kerbal Space Center. Something the size of Kerbal Space Center, I should say. I'm still at 3 times speed. This plane flies really well at 3 times speed, which is kind of a godsend, because this would have really sucked to do at normal speed. It doesn't fly really well at 4 times speed, so I'm keeping off of that. But I'm still not seeing any sort of space center thing. And I wonder if that's Minmus up there. That dot probably is. I know Moon is up above me somewhere. Where's the sun? There's Moon. Okay, I'm not seeing anything Space Center-like. We're probably in a new biome now, though. Flying at Kerbin's Mountains. That's nothing. This vaguely looks like the pictures I have seen in the past on the forum, but I honestly don't know. I know it's sort of a valley in a U-shape area of mountains. I don't know how close I have to be to see Kerbal Space Center 2. I keep calling it Kerbal Space Center. I guess it's probably more Kerbal Space Center 1 because it looks like it was abandoned. So you would think that they like made one there and they're like, no, this is crap, and then I don't know. I'm looking over there for it. If anybody there sees it, yell out at me. Actually, you probably shouldn't do that. People will look at you weird. Get a little concerned about my fuel supply is the problem. Obviously, I need to bring more fuel with me next time I try this. Well, hopefully, it won't be a try next time. It'll be a come out here with knowing exactly where to go time. Okay, I'm back. I kind of in my haste here, in my excitement, I got out of control a bit, but there's something on the horizon right there. And I'm thinking there's a pretty good chance that is Kerbal Space Center 2. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got width now. So, I think I can speed my thing back up now that I actually have control of my craft. And we are going to come in and we are going to land. And then that will be a successful mission. We're probably going to buzz it once because I don't know anything about the layout. I need to figure out how the... Actually, let's go ahead and just turn off time warp here. Sweet. Now, like I said, I guess the pictures weren't right that I saw, because it's definitely not in the in like a U shape. Although I guess these mountains look like they come out a little bit, but in my memory it was far more dramatic. I wish I could set it as a target. But one thing that one of Nuzor's jobs when he lands, which you are going to land successfully, Nuzor. Do you hear me? One of his jobs is going to be to plant a flag so that we can find it later if for some reason we want to come back. There it is. Can't quite tell. Is that the runway? I can't really tell. I have heard tell that in certain versions KSC2 is buried under some ground, so it's possible that I won't be able to land at the actual Space Center. But we've still got what? Liquid fuel. We've got 56% of 2 out of 3 of our tanks. So I don't know how to do that percentage, but half of 2/5 is 1/5. We got 1/5 of our tanks. I guess I do know how to do that math. And it's kind of a weird looking area there, but it does look like, throttle down a little bit, it does look like there's not a lot of places to land. So I think I'm going to swoop around. I'm going to come back this way, and I'm going to try to land on this flat area around it. Looks like the stuff has grown up over the Space Center. But there is a VAB there, and what looks like might be a launch tower. And a radar tracking station. Yeah, you know what? This is the old... That's cool. This is the old Kerbal Space Center. That right there is sweet. So yeah, this is definitely Kerbal Space Center 1. I'm sorry. I don't care what people say. Okay, so we're gonna head out here. We're gonna loop around. And we're gonna come in for a landing. Yeah, I think this is actually pretty good right here. Except for the fact that I've got 4 frames per second right now. Oh, I know what one of the problems. No, I'm not in high physics warp. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, our frame rate is horrible. Does this happen to other people flying? Thing is, I can't stop and save the game. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna kill the engines. We're going to turn it this way. There we go. We are ballistic. Well, no we're not. Let's get our landing gear down. I said... Oh my god, the landing gear is coming down and I just brought it back up. Let's bring the landing gear down this time. Yeah, I'm getting 5 frames per second. Let's straighten out. And then turn it this way. And then bring it the nose up. I'm going to make sure we're actually heading down this center area here. Sorry that the frames per second is so terrible. I'm not sure. As soon as I land, I think I'm going to save and exit out of the game and then come back because this is a little bit crazy. Okay, we are right around 10. Coming right into the sun. Again, I would love to have Kerbal Engineer to tell me exactly how far off the ground I am. But I think we're going to be fine. I'm going to turn the brakes on. Now we're going slow enough that the engines have actually turned off. 60 some meters per second. We're going down at about 10. That's exactly what we want. Yeah, our frames per second go up when we don't see the horizon, but I kind of need to see the horizon as I'm coming down. That's kind of important. Okay, things are looking really good here, except for the fact that the ground isn't as perfectly flat as I was hoping it would be. I think I'm going to pitch the nose up a little bit if the game lets me. And nice. Nice landing. Nice braking. And we are stopped. Whew. Okay. I am going to quick save. And I'm going to stop. I'll be back in just 1 second because I'm going to exit out of the game and come back in. I exited out of the game. I came back in, and we still have single-digit frames. So apparently that's just what you get. So we're going to extend the ladder. We're going to do science on the ground here. Seismic scan. Let's go ahead and... From KSC. That's pretty funny. This is our space center here. We're home. No, we're not. The sensor seems to think it's being calibrated. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that data. Let's go ahead and... I guess there's no sense EVAing. Because this is Kerbal Space Center, according to the game. It's a nice little Easter egg that it's there, but doesn't really help me all that much. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and get a picture... Turn our brakes off. Let's go ahead and get a picture near the Space Center itself. Lots of trees there. And then we can recover this plane. Get all the science from it. I might... You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do something fun here. Because the plane itself is useless. We're going to fly over the mountains, and Newsor is going to take a dive for the team. Because the whole idea of this plane... That's so cool. That's the first VAB that I ever built a spaceship in. Looked like that. Yeah, so we're gonna stop over here. Newsor's gonna get out, stand in front of his plane. Let's go ahead and turn the brakes on here. This looks pretty good. You are braking, right, Newsor? There we go. Okay, now let's get the ladder down. Yeah. This will be good. Okay, I am going to, as soon as the ladder's all the way down, can we go any slower? Ladder animation. Trying to make a video here. Okay, F5 to quick save. Go ahead and EVA. Go ahead and climb your butt down this ladder. Yeah, he's even running slow. That's crazy. Yeah, I kind of wish we were over there now, but oh well. Okay, F2, F1, F2, and plant your flag. KSC2, from these humble beginnings, our space program has formed. Newsor, always the poet. Okay, let's take a surface sample. Might as well keep it. And let's take an EVA report, and it's not worth anything. Time to head back to your plane. We're going to turn it around. We're going to take off. And we are going to go up to these mountains, and you are getting out. You are getting out. What's going to happen is... Calm down, Newsor. This is going to be fun. Jeb would love to do this. Once we get over the mountains, we are going to hit the panic button. And this is going to detach, and the rest of this is going to all crash, and you are going to land up there in the mountains. And put a really fun end to the episode here. Okay, now we need to turn around. And if we turn right, we hit our flag. If we turn left, we hit that. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and turn our brakes off. We're going to go as slow as possible while still moving. And then we're going to turn... yeah, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. I hope this isn't a real thing. Oh, it wasn't a real thing. This thing has a very wide turning circle. I hope we have enough room to turn around. Looks like we do. Kind of. You know what you're doing, right, Newsor? You promised. Oh, hit a bump. Okay. There we go. Of course I know what I'm doing. Okay, so Newsor. You did what you came here for. You performed wonderfully. We got one more task for you. And that is to get some mountain science on the ground. The cockpit has 50 battery powers in it, which should be enough to take all those readings. We're not transmitting anything. These are all being recovered. We got plenty of fuel here. How big are these mountains ranges here? Oh, they're huge. We should actually be going to the left a little bit, looks like. That was kind of a cool pan in. Let's go ahead and turn a little bit. It just looks so awesome. We can actually hit 5. Kerbin's Mountains. Okay, I think once we get to the top of this mountain here, yeah, like this area up here, this should all be mountains. We're going to hit the panic button. Right about here. And the parachute came off. The parachute came off. I'm so sorry, Newsor. You are not going to survive this. Maybe if we roll. EVA. Oh, what a horrible end. What can we possibly do to save ourselves from this terrible, horrible trip? Oh, wait. It was all a terrible dream, Newsor. You realized that you need the parachute to wait a minute before you go, and you also need to be 500 meters off the ground. You were like, oh, wait, I know. It's crazy that you knew that. So get down there and plant that flag that you were going to plant before. That you, in your dream, remembered. And let's put it over here so you can turn instantly. And tell you what, we'll be back when I'm over the mountains again. Okay, we are back. We have replanted the flag twice, actually 3 times. No, twice. And but we've restored from a quick save 3 times. I found out that while that pipe that was laying across the ground was not a or you could clip right through it. The same can't be said for those big fuel tanks that the pipes were connecting to the launch pad with. Those are totally solid. And because I hit that, I then restored from a quick save, had to replant the flag. Then I got back on my plane, quick saved again. Then I tried to take off straight, but I didn't have enough runway space. And then the last time I restored from a quick save, I turned around, got myself lined up, quick saved again so that I didn't have to do all that turning around again. And then now that's where I am here. So I'm climbing up. I think we're going to be pretty good. I'm basically going to get us over this area right here. Hopefully more than 500 meters above it. And we're going to cut the engines. Actually, I can cut the engines right now. And right here, we're going to decouple. And goodbye. And then we're going to take this out. And I'm going to turn off my thing here. That's funny. We have air intake. But hopefully this isn't highlands. That would suck. We're still over mountains. Let's go ahead and keep this data. Not that we need it for anything. I don't know where our plane is. There's the moon. Oh, there's our plane. 1.7 kilometers. I think it's probably going to get out of our range before it crashes, which means it's going to vanish. Unless it's coming back at us. No, it is not. We're traveling a lot faster than I thought we would. I'm hoping the parachute will still hold on. Nope, there goes the plane. The plane has vanished. We are coming down. Let's take a crew report. Yeah. We're still over the mountains. That's good. Okay, the chute should come out any second now. I say any second now. And it's going to hold. Even though, yeah, there we go. It held. Let's log pressure data. Overwrite existing pressure scan. Yes. Okay, we're going to reset this experiment. That's the problem is, if you keep the experiments, they no longer work. Log the seismic data. Okay, we're going to cancel out of that because I think that's viable data. And log gravity data. Let's go ahead and do that, but it's going to say it can't be done right now. So we are going to come down. See if we can see our shadow here. Is that our shadow? That is our shadow. We're going to come down. Ideally, this isn't going to explode. Nice. Now, we are going to take a crew report from here. Keep it. Let's go ahead and get out. Okay, now I should be able to collect these experiments. Apparently you can't collect gravioli experiments. I can collect seismic accelerometer experiments. I should be able to collect the temperature experiments. Or not. But I should be able to store them. I can't quite reach it. Store experiments. Okay, now let's go ahead and do an EVA report. Our surface sample. Let's go ahead and keep that. Let's take an EVA report. Keep that. And we're going to store those. Come on, store experiments. All items stored. Good. Now we're going to take another EVA report here. I think I did already. Nope, I didn't. Although, actually, I think I might have. Let's go ahead and get back in. Log pressure data. There we go. Keep that. I would love to log the seismic data, but I can't. There we go. Log seismic data. Oh, that's good. Those mountains are very seismically active. Let's go ahead and log gravity data. After reading the manual a few times, the command team is able to take an accurate reading of the local gravity. That works for me. Okay, and I think we're done. Crew report. No. Okay. Recover the vessel. 45 science. We have 133 total, which is basically nothing. I don't think it can even buy us one. We are owed... Are we owed 2 or 3? I think we're owed 3. Yeah, we can't even buy one. So, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to do most of this off camera, is I am going to do what I did on Minmus with probes. I am going to do it on Moon with people. And I am gonna send up 5 landers. I think. I don't know yet. I always change my mind as I'm doing it. But the idea is to send up 5 landers like I landed on Minmus around the areas. And take a bunch of data there. But have them be manned. And possibly send one person up with each one. And then do like a docking thing. Not necessarily docking, but at least orbital rendezvous. Send the thing home, do an orbital rendezvous, and land all 5 of them one by one. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be crazy. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed flying the plane, even though it was a little bit iffy here and there. But I am 5thHorseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.